Alright guys, so I guess this video is going to be a rant on the TPMS system. If you guys don't know what that is, it's the TP tire pressure monitoring TPMS system. So um, so all this, right? You got that light right there, this light right here, this message right here, just because the tires were swapped out for snow tires. I didn't do it. The previous guy who owned it did it. And let's be honest, guys. The TPMS system it pretty much just checks to make sure your tires are at the right pressure. If it goes below a certain pressure, air pressure, uh, you know, it'll tell you. It'll show up. But all this, I mean, seriously. I mean, why so many? And it even says have your vehicle checked by dealer. Like seriously, guys. It's and on top of that, trying to for Toyota, trying to get trying to program new sensors in should be just rudimentary. It should be just you should be able to just do it on your car instead of having to buy a $200, instead of having to do all that research and then finding out that a lot of these tools only work on their own sensors and not generic sensors or knockoff sensors or sensors that's produced by other companies. And I've heard that for you guys to take it to the dealer, for you to take it to the dealer to have this to fix could go up to around $900 to $1,000, guys, just because the tires were swapped out. I mean, do they not know that if there were no tires, or the tires were so low, or the air was so low that the person who's driving it should actually notice it? I mean, this TPMS issue sensor has only been around for what, 12 years, something like that. I don't know. It's been around pretty recent, and this is just more technology that's just creating issues when there shouldn't be any issues to begin with. All right. The tires on this vehicle is working fine. There's no problems with the tire pressure. It's just that the sensor is not picking up the sensors. Now, like I said before, it should be a rudimentary thing. All right, you should be able to switch all this stuff off because it's got nothing to do with safety. You don't need to go to the dealership. This message doesn't have to pop up where it says have your vehicle checked by the dealer. It's not that important. But all this just for TPMS issues. Incredible. So now I have to go and buy a tool that costs about $200 to write in the sensors that are on the tires into the system so that the computer can read this. And I'm actually it's been going on for a while now, since last summer, where I'm actually just trying to use one tool after another programming tool just to figure out which tool actually works for which. It's different with each vehicle, but apparently with Toyotas, this is important enough for them to actually lock the car's ECU, so that so that you can't get to putting in the sensor. It's just I think it's just ridiculous. It's just another point of another stream of money for a lot of these dealerships. And it's beyond ridiculous. A lot of people have no issues with having the lights on. They'll put like black tape over the light or something like that. Me personally, I don't like these lights on. I don't like these messages on. I just don't. It's just me. All right. It actually to be honest, it actually I don't like it. All right. I like these lights to be off. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has this issue where they have issues with having these little icons on the exclamation point, you know, the tire pressure sensor, and then this light itself. Like why does it need to have all these messages telling you just because, you know, the tire pressure isn't correct, or it's lower than normal, or maybe the tires were swapped down and you can't read. Like, it's just ridiculous, guys. It's actually driving me just up the wall at this point, being that, you know, I bought a bunch of tools. We bought a couple of tools, you know, just to you know, just for this alone, all right. You know, it's probably cheaper than going to the dealership. I do like working on cars, but I don't like it when fixing some issues like this, it's just specific to some models, and it just takes out so much time, you know, for, you know, just for something as simple as this. It takes out so much time. You gotta buy a specific tool for it. It's insane. It's just insane. It's just not needed, guys.